So now I'm going to move into step 5. I've established that he is breathing, he has an airway, and he has no immediate life-threatening bleeding. So Paul, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and check you for any other further injuries. I'm going to go ahead and check your vitals. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm going to check your pulse. And right now I'm actually going to assess his breathing rate first while he thinks I'm checking his pulse. That way he can't fake his breathing rate. And I'm trying to feel his stomach rise, his chest rise, and I'm also feeling it on the back of my hand right here. Alright, now is a good time to ask Paul about his sample history. So the signs are what you see. The symptoms are the stuff that he's going to tell you about. You're going to ask him about allergies, medications, past medical history, the last time he ate or drank anything, and the events leading up to the fall. And then also when you're doing your exam, you're going to look for any medical alert tags. So Paul, what I want you to do, I want you to keep your head still. Try not to move your head at all or move your neck. And I want you to follow my fingers. Okay, ready? Right now what I'm looking for is the eyes will move together. If there's any fluctuation, if one doesn't follow or track as well as the other, if one flutters, that could be a sign of head injury or head trauma. Okay. So right now, Paul, I'm going to go ahead and take my light and check your ears.
What are you looking
Check your
for in my
nose.
ears?
I'm just making sure there's no fluid coming out,
Kind
or
of fluid.
blood or anything like that. Blood or spinal fluid. Okay, can you open your mouth for me? Okay. Good. So I'm checking for in your teeth to make sure they're all in place. You don't have any loose teeth and bleeding. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to check your pupils. So what I want you to do is close your eyes for a moment. Okay. I'm going to cover your eyes so it gets darker. And then as soon as I tell you, could you open your eyes, and I'm going to shine a light in there. Okay, ready? Open. Okay. One more time. Ready? Open. Alright, so what I'm looking for there is I'm looking to make sure that the pupils restrict because of the bright light that's shining. I checked both eyes to make sure they were equal and reacting. If they don't react, that means that there is something wrong in probably the spinal column. If one's dilated and one's reacting, that's a sign of head injuries. So we really want to find that out. It's really hard to tell in the light, so that's why we need to have them close their eyes so we can actually see movement in the pupils. All right, so Paul, I'm gonna go ahead and check your head here, and I'm gonna look for any pain, tenderness, or deformities. Any pain?
No.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to check your upper spine. Try not to move your head. Okay. No pain?
No.
So as I'm pressing down here, I'm checking for any crepitus, which is a kind of a crinkly thing. I'm checking to see if his collarbones are intact. Let me check your ribs here.
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your sternum.
Okay.
Okay. All right, Paul, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to check your abdomen for any tenderness. Okay, let me know if there's any pain.
No, that feels okay.
I'm also looking for any pulsating masses or any hardness.
Okay.
That would tell me that there would be some internal bleeding that I'd have to be aware of. Any pain?
No.
Okay. So now I'm going to check your hips. I'm going to press in. Pressing down. So here I'm checking for any abnormalities, any pain, any more crepitus. The pelvis is a very strong bone in the body. If it's broken, there's probably some other injuries that we're not aware of. It's also a great spot for internal bleeding to pool. There's a lot of space around there. So I'm checking alternating pressure to give the bone a little bit of twist. So if there is a crack, as alternating the pressure will force a different angle on it, and so it'll cause a pain response.
Oh, that hurts a
Ankle,
little
okay.
bit.
All right.
Yeah, that hurts a little bit.
Okay, so we got your ankle here. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a look. Oh yeah, it looks like there's a little bruising. Okay, I'm gonna gently take a pulse. So right now I'm just checking to see, to make sure there is a pulse after below the injury. Okay, good. Okay, just gonna check the pulse down there. Okay, good.
Yeah, it feels good. Feel fine. No tenderness. No pain.
Okay. So can you push on your feet for me? So I'm just making sure that he has strength in both legs and that it's about equal. If one leg didn't work as well as the other, that could be a sign of head trauma, spinal injury, stroke. Okay. Have a pull up. Good. All right, Paul, can you go ahead and grip both my fingers, squeeze? All right, thank you. Go ahead and spread your fingers all the way out. Okay, try and resist. Good. All right, so right now I'm gonna go ahead and check your back. Okay, so I'm gonna be reaching under, trying not to move you. There will be a little excess movement, but just try and stay as still as possible. I'm looking for like deformities, little bumps, some pain response, tenderness. After I reach through, I'm going to look up in there to see if I can see any bruising. Alright, at this point, if I had actually had more people, I could do a log roll and then get a nice easy assessment of the back. Or if he was laying on his pack, when I remove his pack, I'm going to assess his back. So now that I've checked the whole body, I'm going to go ahead and check the vitals again. Then I'm going to start making a plan, and then I'll pull out my first aid supplies and treat him in step 7.